What is up, all my wrestling addicts out there in the world of YouTube? It's me, your buddy Nessa, better known as Great Love 91 on Twitter and Instagram. And this is Squared Circle Addicts. So, happy Monday, guys. Today, Raw takes place in the UK, I should say. And it's actually taking place right now, and I've already seen a couple of spoilers online, but I'm not going to delve into those because if you guys are like me, I hate spoilers, and I'd rather watch the show live rather than reading spoilers. And I know that lately I've been giving Raw like a lot of crap, but I mean, come on, it's not like I'm not going to watch it. I am going to watch it even if it is crap, but to be fair, the spoilers that I have heard on Twitter are kind of promising, kind of interesting, so I'm actually looking forward to Raw at least a little bit today. Hopefully I don't eat my words later. But first of all, I wanted to come on here and tell you guys thank you for giving me suggestions for videos, because those suggestions will be coming up in upcoming videos. And I also wanted to inform you guys that on Friday I am most likely going to do not only a video but also a podcast. The podcast is a for sure thing because I am going to have my buddy Mason on the podcast with me from Mason in the Dark, and we are going to give you guys our Money in the Bank predictions. So I'm really looking forward to that podcast because it'll be a first time that I collab with someone and another wrestling fan outside of my friends in real life. So I'm really excited for it. Just in case you guys don't know, the podcast is the exact same name as this channel, and it could be found on Google, Spotify, Apple. There's like this one called Breaker. There's Anchor FM. There's a bunch that our podcast can be found on. So if you're into that sort of thing, please listen. I greatly appreciate it. But for this video, I'm going to just jumble up the news that happened this morning, the things that people happen to be going crazy about. And first things first is that Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins have confirmed their relationship. It's kind of weird to be talking about this on video because it's like, why do we care about who's dating who personally? But wrestling Twitter is going crazy with it, so I guess I should talk about it. Honestly, I'm happy for them. I love Becky, I love Seth. They're both my favorites as far as like top 10 goes, so I'm happy for them. I wish them well. I mean, Becky Lynch commented that they are the champ, 3 champions, because she has 2, he has 1. So I think it's cool. I definitely do think that in layman's terms, they are indeed WWE's new power couple, so I definitely think that's cool. This pretty much was being speculated for quite some time because they were always together, and they were seen at a concert together cuddling, and they were at a coffee shop together. So people speculated, but then everybody's like, nah, man, they're just friends. And now it's official. This actually started yesterday with, I don't even really know how it started, but Becky and Edge were going back and forth on Twitter, and then Becky made note to his neck injury, kind of poked fun of it, and then Beth said something along the lines of, oh, we're getting our men involved now, and then Becky said, I don't know, let me ask him, and then tagged Rollins. And then today, Seth Rollins shares a picture of him and Becky kissing after his Universal title win at WrestleMania, and the world exploded, literally exploded on Twitter. Some negative comments, some positive comments. Like I said, me personally, I'm here for it. I love them both. I just wish them well, and I hope it works out. I know a lot of the general consensus is people are concerned because Seth Rollins doesn't necessarily have the best track record with relationships, and it's a very public known thing. Cough, cough, Zahara, for those of you who do not remember. So that's a little bit concerning, but you know, people change, and I'm willing to believe that, so hopefully everything works out for them. I wish them well. My only concern is, please, because of the fact that WWE shared it on their website and on their Instagram, my only concern is that they might write it into a storyline, and I don't necessarily want that because I feel like Lacey and Charlotte, Becky's upcoming opponents, might like use it as heat against Becky, and I don't think that's necessarily fair. I hate more often than not, I hate when they bring real life into storylines. They did it with the passing of Paul Bear. They did it with Natalia's dad passing with, her feud with the Riot Squad. They did it with Jerry the King Lawler when he had his heart attack. And of course, the more notable one that pisses me off, that kind of ruined careers, if you will, is the whole love triangle between Matt Hardy, Edge, and Lita. So I just hope that it's not one of those things where they use it as a negativity thing. However, if we do get a mixed match challenge match out of it, Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair and Andrade, then give it to me, because I think that's a match that everyone wants to see, regardless if the counterparts are dating or not. But it seems to me that lately they have been using the mixed match challenge as like the couple thing. You have Naomi and Jimmy, you have Lana and Rusev, so maybe they can just use it as that. I mean, there's a bunch of teams that I would like to see. Alistair and Zelina Vega, Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae, Raymond Rowe and Sarah Logan, Eric, I'm sorry, his name isn't Raymond Rowe anymore. Whatever, guys. But, there's so many matches I would like to see, so if they're going to use Seth and Becky for that, give it to me. But if you're going to use it to diminish any of their characters, I don't want it. There's already people out there saying that the only reason why Becky was in the main event of WrestleMania is because of who she's dating in the company, which is absolutely ridiculous, and no offense to Seth Rollins, but if you want to play that game, it should be the other way around, because quite frankly, right now, she is far more over than Seth Rollins. So I don't know where that notion is coming from. I just think that's an excuse for people to dislike Becky, because apparently people like doing that. But anyway, like I said, I'm all for it, but if they use it as a negative thing, I don't want any of it. Take it away. I don't care what they do in their personal lives. I just want them to be happy, and I just want us to have good wrestling content, good quality content matches. The next thing I want to talk about moving forward is the matches that we have announced for Super Showdown, which is ridiculous. I can't even believe I'm saying that name again, because it was an Australian pay-per-view, and now they use that same exact name for the Saudi Arabia pay-per-view as opposed to Crown Jewel number 3 or whatever they want to call it. So maybe now they're using Super Showdown as a way to go to different countries, maybe, because they did it in Australia, now they're doing it in Saudi Arabia. I don't really know, but so far 3 matches for Saudi Arabia have been announced, the first one being a 50-man battle royal. To be honest, right now, that's the only one that sounds intriguing to me, depending on who is in it. The second match also announced is Triple H versus Randy Orton, which I don't really get. Like, do they have beef? I don't know. Maybe Triple H is working his way through evolution, because first he faced Batista at WrestleMania, now he's facing Randy Orton, and then maybe next year in Saudi Arabia we get Ric Flair. I don't necessarily know. And then, of course, the match that seems to have everybody buzzing is the match announcement made for The Undertaker versus Goldberg. For me personally, I'm not all that excited. I have never watched one single Saudi Arabia show, not one single one. This is the 3rd one, or maybe even the 4th one, I don't know. But I haven't watched either of them because I think it's absolutely bullshit that the women aren't involved in this card. I get it, it's a cultural thing, but at the same time, why is the WWE going to a place that has those cultural restrictions? I think it's absolutely ridiculous, especially if the women's wrestling, regardless of how little it may be right now, is still the most important thing in WWE and is the most important thing that people are invested in the most. Not only that, but their top star, last time I checked, is a woman. So the fact that she won't even be a part of that show is ridiculous, and the fact that the WWE keeps shoveling money out to them, especially when the country has a lot of controversial things going on, is beyond me. I just don't get it. I'd rather see an evolution too. As of right now, that's not even a planned thing. So what the hell, WWE? Please get your crap together. Please. I want to love you. Stop being like an abusive relationship where you give me what I want and then you treat me like crap. Because that's what this feels like. As far as Goldberg and The Undertaker, I think this match would have been far more exciting when they were in their prime, as opposed to just being old guys that never show up. And this is no disrespect to Bill Goldberg and The Undertaker. They're great. They're legends in their own right. But, dude, like, I'm so tired of the WWE using part-timers to gain attraction. I get that that's maybe what Saudi Arabia wants, but why not use your bigger stars? Why not use upcoming stars in the roster that you already have instead of putting people that haven't wrestled in years in these big profile matches? I feel like the entrances for Goldberg and Undertaker are going to take more time than the actual match. I don't know, I'm just not excited for it. I'm not excited for Super Showdown at all. I don't even know when it is, but I'm not even excited for it. And I think the reason why I'm so pissed off about it too is because instead of Super Showdown in Saudi Arabia, we were originally supposed to get Backlash in San Diego, California, and I was actually going to go to that. So, yeah, no, the fact that they cut ties with that just to get this thing rolling, it leaves a bad taste in my mouth, because honestly, I could have saw a pay-per-view for the first time in my life. So, yeah, I'm not happy. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not excited for Super Showdown. Are you guys excited for Super Showdown? Let me know. Am I alone? Am I the only one bitching about this? Because I feel like I might not be. But let me know what you guys think. I'm excited for Raw today because apparently the Firefly Funhouse takes a darker turn, and I think that is something we've all been waiting for. Apparently, I mean, there's other spoilers, but I don't want to say much, but that is the one thing I am looking forward for Raw today. So if you guys are going to be like me and you guys are going to sit through 3 hours of Raw like a trooper, kudos to you guys. I hope you guys enjoy it. And like I said, please subscribe and like this video if you like what I had to say. And if you didn't, feel free to give it a thumbs down too. I don't mind, because views are views. It's cool. Whether you like me or not, I'm trying to get this channel off the ground. So for those of you who have been here from the beginning, thank you. Please continue to share this. And again, we will be doing a podcast, me and my buddy Mason. I will leave Mason's YouTube channel down in the description. He is a visually impaired YouTuber who does wrestling review shows in the dark, hence his name, Mason in the Dark. So if you're into that sort of thing, please give his channel a watch, a listen, whatever you want to call it. And again, for our predictions, we will have them up on Friday because Money in the Bank is Sunday. So if you're into that sort of thing, be on the lookout for that. Follow me on Twitter for all the times and things like that. And yeah, if you like to hear me ramble some more, follow me on Twitter for that reason too. Again, that's at GreatLove91. But until then, guys, take care, stay safe, stay happy, but most importantly, stay addicted to the squared circle. I will catch you guys later, and enjoy Monday Night Raw.